Morning, this is Bob Mason from FX Empire and welcome to the daily crypto tech review of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin and Ripple's XRP. Looking at the MACDs, the moving averages, the day's support, resistance and pivot levels and the Fibonacci's. It is Sunday the 19th of September. Jumping straight into Bitcoin against US dollar, looking at the hourly candlesticks, bearish start to the morning. Going to need to see Bitcoin avoid the pivot at 48.064 to take a run at the first major resistance level 49.063. Support from the broader market is going to be needed for Bitcoin to break out from yesterday's high that was at 48.819. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level to cap any upside. In the event of a breakout, should see Bitcoin target the 23.6% fib at 54.73 before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 49.817. Fall through the pivot will bring the first major support level of 47.310 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Bitcoin should stay clear of sub 46,000 levels. Second major support level at 46.311 should limit the downside. Looking at the MACDs, slight narrowing of the bearish histograms at the turn of the day. No signs of an immediate bullish cross, however, so keep an eye on that for direction. On the EMAs, that's a bullish signal, 50 pulling away marginally from the 100 and the 200, suggesting further upside ahead. So key would be to avoid the pivot at 48.064 and break back through yesterday's high, 48.819, to bring resistance levels into play. Failures to do that, and support levels will be in play. Moving across to Ethereum against US dollar, also bearish this morning. Going to need to see Ethereum move through the pivot at 3450 to take a run at the first major resistance level at 3530. Support is going to be needed for Ethereum to return to 3500 levels. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level in yesterday's high at 3543 to cap any upside. In the event of an extended rally, should see Ethereum target 3,700 levels before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 3,623. Failure to move through the pivot will bring the 23.6% fib at 3,369 and the first major support level at 3,356 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, however, Ethereum should avoid sub 3,300 levels. Second major support level sits at 3,276. Looking at the MACDs, slight narrowing of the bearish histograms at the turn of the day. That's coming off the back of yesterday's move northwards late in the day. So look out for a direction later this morning. On the EMAs, that's bearish, however, 50 closing in on the 100 and the 200. So we're going to be looking out for a bearish cross 50 through the 100 and possibly through the 200. That would send Ethereum deeper into the red. So key would be to move through the pivot 3450 and break through to 3,500 levels to bring resistance levels into play. Failures to do that and support levels will be in play. Across to Litecoin against US dollar, also struggling early on. Going to need to see Litecoin move through the pivot at 182 to take a run at the first major resistance level 186. Support will be needed for Litecoin to break back through to 185s. Barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level on yesterday's high at 185.95 to cap any upside. In the event of an extended rally, we got the second major resistance level at 190 to cap any upside on the day. Failure to move through the pivot would bring the 23.6% fib and first major support level both at 178 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Litecoin should continue to avoid sub 170s. Second major support level at 174 should limit the downside. Looking at the MACDs, widening of the bearish histogram at the turn of the day, that's supporting this morning's pullback. On the EMAs, also bearish signal, 50 pulling back from the 100 and 200, suggesting further downside ahead. So key would be to move through the pivot at 182 and back through to 185 to bring resistance levels into play. Failures to do that and support levels will be in play. And you're looking at Ripple's XRP against US dollar, tracking the broader market early on. Going to see Ripple's XRP move back through the pivot at 1.0756 to take a run at the first major resistance level at 1.0946. Support from the broader market will be needed for Ripple's XRP to break back through to 1.09s. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level and yesterday's high at 1.09431 to cap any upside. In the event of a rally, we've got a second major resistance level 1.1133 to cap any upside on the day. Failure to move back through the pivot will bring the 38.2% fib at 1.0659 and the first major support level at 1.0569 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Ripple's XRP should continue to avoid sub 1.0 levels. Second major support level at 1.0379 should limit the downside. Looking at the MACDs, slight narrowing of the bearish histograms at the turn of the day, so keep an eye out there for a possible bullish cross. A further widening of the bearish histograms, however, would pressure Ripple's XRP through the day. On the EMAs, that's bearish, 50 pulling back marginally from the 100 and the 200, suggesting further downside ahead. So key would be to move back through the pivot at 1.0756 and back through to 1.09 levels to bring resistance levels into play. Failure to do that, and support levels will be in play.